Jack the Ripper, London, 1888. The air in Whitechapel was thick with smoke, the stench of coal fires and unwashed bodies lingering in its narrow alleys. It was a place of shadows where poverty ruled and desperation walked the cobblestones. Ladies of the night worked beneath gas lamps, men staggered from gin houses, and crime pulsed through the streets. But in the autumn of that year, something darker than crime arrived. A rampaging yet elusive killer, one who would earn a name whispered in fear for more than a century: Jack the Ripper. On August 31st, the body of Mary Ann Nichols was discovered in Bucks Row. Her throat had been cut so deeply it nearly severed her head, and her abdomen was mutilated. The brutality shocked even the hardened policemen of Whitechapel. Soon after, another woman, Annie Chapman, was found in Hanbury Street, her body even more savagely butchered. It was clear a predator was hunting the ladies of the night in London's East End. The newspapers fed the frenzy, printing lurid accounts and gory details. Londoners were terrified. Whispers spread through taverns and markets about a monster who struck under cover of fog. Then came the infamous double event. On the night of September 30th, two women were killed within an hour of each other: Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes. Stride's murder was less mutilated, leading some to believe the killer had been interrupted. Eddowes, however, was found in Mitre Square with horrific wounds that showed escalating savagery. The city was gripped by panic. Who was this phantom that stalked the streets? During the chaos, the police received letters signed by Jack the Ripper. The most famous, the Dear Boss letter, mocked investigators and promised more blood. Whether written by the killer himself or a journalist seeking attention, the name stuck. Jack the Ripper was born in ink and terror. On November the 9th, the Ripper struck again. The victim, Mary Jane Kelly, was found in her small room at Miller's Court. The scene was so gruesome, so beyond comprehension, that even hardened detectives were shaken. Her body was mutilated almost beyond recognition. And then, the killings stopped. The police interviewed hundreds, arrested dozens, but never found the killer. Over the years, suspects multiplied. Montague John Druitt, a troubled barrister who took his own life weeks after the murders. Aaron Kosminski, a Polish immigrant with a history of mental illness, named by some detectives. Prince Albert Victor, Queen Victoria's grandson, fueling royal conspiracy theories. Even famous figures like Lewis Carroll, the author of Alice in Wonderland, have been accused by fringe theorists. Yet, none were proven. Modern forensic studies have suggested Kosminski as the likely culprit, but certainty remains elusive. What made Jack the Ripper unforgettable wasn't just his crimes, it was his vanishing. He emerged from the fog, terrorized a city, and disappeared without a trace. He wasn't caught, he wasn't identified. He was, and remains, a shadow. For the women of Whitechapel, it was the autumn of terror. For the rest of the world, it became one of history's greatest mysteries. Jack the Ripper wasn't just a killer, he became a legend, a ghost of London's past who still walks in the memories of every dark alley and foggy street. His infamy lives on even in modern times for the sheer terror he caused and gruesome brutality he inflicted. And for all the technology we have at our disposal, we still will never truly know who the man behind the mayhem was. This mystery will remain unsolved. Join us next time as Illuminate Stories continues the exploration into the unknown.